Sounds like both players are keeping 7. Polluted Delta gets cracked here for Luis. We're underway. Dragon's Rage Channeler is in. Yeah, Matthew is Death from Above in the chat saying this is Saga Storm with Ad Nauseum. Deck lists from this event are posted in our Discord server. Join our Discord server if you're not in there yet. There's Saga. I just don't know if the player sat down knowing what the others were playing, but this was late in the day, so probably. Ponder surveils a Mishra's Bauble into the graveyard. All right, leaves him on top, resolving the Ponder. Okay. Thundering Falls, Surveil. It's a Brainstorm into the yard. And now there's Delirium. Preordained dumped into the yard as well. Attacking for 3. I was about to say no Delirium yet, but then there was Delirium. So, Delirious Dragon's Rage Channeler makes its first attack.
Your order is ready. Neil, your order is ready.
Okay, people are ordering food. By the way, I was at Hex & Co. for the day, recording at this event. I had a sandwich. I had 2 sandwiches. And I had a latte. And they were all fantastic, I must say. Friendly staff at Hex & Co. Shout out to them. I should have shouted them out earlier, but I guess they're included in the thank you Hex & Co. But what a great shop to host us. So Urza Saga. Urza Saga has ticked up to 2. Acolyte says their hummus and pita was a very nice snack. I'll have to get that next time. I didn't have that.
City of Traders. And I will pass you.
Yeah, the store is like a full coffee shop and restaurant in the front. If you know me well, you know I appreciate such things. Dragon's Rage Channeler crashes in one more time. There's a Saga can start making some constructs. That's somewhat of a concern. Ponder Surveil, dumps a volcanic island.
Did not extend so far as to
Oh, really?
We're 7 rounds in. I'm just like,
All right, resolving the Ponder. Another Dragon's Rage Channeler. All right. Those we talk about this a lot on stream because Dragon's Rage Channeler is a prominent card in the format. But getting these 3-power flyers up against the combo deck up and running quickly as possible and swinging away sometimes is just enough. Don't need Murktide or any of that. Just these 3-power flyers. Swing 3 times and sometimes that's enough. So a construct is made here. Now it looks like Urza Saga has floated a mana, found Lotus Petal.
cards in here.
5.
I'm gonna load 2 more colorless. Let me get a white die. I'll make it easier to know it's colorless. There we go. I'll then play a Vault of Whispers. Trigger the city.
Okay, Vault of Whispers gets played. City goes away.
I'm gonna then duress targeting you.
Duress. Card has been with us since the 90s, ripping apart people's hands. Force pitching Tameo on Duress. Okay. Surveils a land into the yard. And an Corey Steel Cutter into the yard.
Force is good.
Well, I'm sure Duress was trying to check if there was Force of Will in hand, so it'll be interesting to see how Matthew interprets what just happened. 3/3 Construct is not going to be able to erase these Dragon's Rage Channelers as of right now. And if we sack the pedal, then it shrinks. So, see how this goes.
Thoughtseize targeting you.
Following up with a Thoughtseize. Sounds like that's resolving. Brainstorm, Brazen Borrower, Unholy Heat. Tendrils of Agony imprinted on Chromox. Cabal Ritual.
I'll have 2. And 3 black. Lines are good. I'm going to beseech the mirror. Bargaining. 1 color is floating. I'm going to get rid of the Chromok. Putting this in the yard. So the storm is 1 force,
1, 2,
3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, I'll do this blue die for storm. I got another blue die as well.
Isn't it? It's, I don't know. I thought storm would be like 7, right? So. Oh, okay. So they put storm as 7.
Stack, I'm gonna crack LED to make 3 black.
Show me the second tendrils.
I'm gonna eventually get Burning Wish, and then I'll show you the second tendrils to my board.
Okay, well, revealing what we have, and it would have been enough. Moving on to game 2. Matthew takes game 1. Okay, sounds like a Multi 6. Scalding Tarn from the 7 card hand for Luis. Grafdigger's Cage, okay. First play of the game here for Matthew is Candy Trail, a food clue.
I know this is going to the bottom. Release Method's card. I'm going to put this one on top, this one on the bottom, pass it.
How would you like to play?
Oh, yes. Sorry about that.
No, you're
Very pleasant, polite players. All right, now I'll brainstorm. Now, I was saying during the previous game, The 3 power flyers. It's good to get them up and running quickly. So far, no creatures in this game. But the Grafdigger's Cage. Now, why Grafdigger's Cage, you might be wondering? All right, well, there's a Dragon's Race Channeler. So there's a potential 3 power flyer. What am I saying? Stream's been going on for a while. The Saga deck potentially play stuff out of the graveyard. But we're not reanimating anything. And Beseech the Mirror cast spells out of the library. Right? Wait, that works, right? Wait. I don't know. Oh, right. Okay. Beseech exiles the card, but then Gaia's Will... Right. Okay. So I confuse things here. Gaia's Will is what casts stuff from the graveyard. Beseech just usually searches for and then casts Gaia's Will. I knew Grafdigger's Cage stops it, but I forgot which part of it stops. Or at least I didn't explain it right. All right, passing it back after I kind of botched the explanation for Grafdigger's Cage. Gaia's Will is the key card to keep in mind here. So Dragon's Race Channeler attacks. No Delirium yet. Okay, another Volta Whispers. Seems like Matthew's thinking about what to do here. All right, just passes the turn. Has plenty of life still. This Dragon's Race Channeler is not an immediate threat.
X is 0. Survival.
Oof. Meltdown X0 blows up the 2 Volta Whispers. All right, well, that was pretty significant. Not like game winning or anything, but that hurt. Was that a 2-for-1, chat?
Got it.
Gaia's Will was just discarded with the Grafdigger's Cage on the board. Here's Murktide. That's going to speed up the clock.
+3/+3.
6/6 Murktide. Yeah, Lord's saying that was tempo. Is this tempo is in the chat? Wow. All right, Mox Opal. Oh, just a pass. Okay. For some reason, I expected there to be more. So no Metalcraft, obviously. Now Luis has that faster clock. We're going to attack for 7 here.
Go.
A lot of cards in Matthew's hand. This game isn't over. Matthew can definitely win this. It's going to be difficult, though. Lotus Petal resolves. Still no Metalcraft.
7.
All right, there's Metalcraft if that resolves. Lion's Eye Diamond on the stack. It's in.
This is you reveal a card that's in your hand.
Okay, so Infernal Tutor just hit the stack. Sometimes you'll see people sack LED here to not have a hand, and then you get to search for any card. It may not be the case now. I was trying to listen to hear what they're saying. Okay, it's just going to reveal a Dark Ritual and look for a Dark Ritual. So you look for a duplicate of a card you reveal from your hand. No Hellbent this time. Making progress. This could be a big turn. Okay, just passing the turn. Well, things are getting interesting. Yeah, Delusional Crown pointing out that you got to be careful with Infernal Tutor versus blue decks because they can bounce artifacts to your hand with Petty Theft to botch your Hellbent. Yeah, that's a good point. Good tip there from Delusional Crowd, who is a Storm gamer. So the creatures get in. Matthew's pretty much out of time here. The creatures will be attacking for lethal potentially on the next turn. Okay, Dark Ritual. Storm is 1, 3 black mana. We know about another Dark Ritual in hand. There it is. 5 black mana, 2 Storm. Thoughtseize, 4 black mana, 3 Storm. 3 cards left for Matthew. Oh my goodness. Wow. Look at this hand. 2 Stifle, 3 Force of Will, Force of Negation, and Daze. Jeez. That's a scoop. Oh man. Ouch. The body language, too, after the Thoughtseize is just laying that hand out with just such confidence. Yeah, go ahead. Take your pick. I don't care. Luis cared less about that Thoughtseize than Herman cares about the meta. Yeah, that was a lot of tempo. All right, well now Matthew will be on the play, which could matter a bit here. 1 card moves to the bottom. Roll to 6. All right, turn 1 Duress. Let's see how this hand looks. 2 Days, 2 Ponder, Grafdigger's Cage, and Mishra's Bauble, and Sculling Tarn. Decent hand.
So the odor of the effective permanent decides which card applies first. So you're going to decide whether it goes to Doffy or whether it goes to Leyland. Yeah. They will usually pick the best one unless you have like the option to have everything.
I told the wrong guy. Hey,
I just saw a bag in the last 2 years.
Okay, Matthew selected Ponder, so Ponder is discarded. Vault of Whispers was the land, Duress was the spell. Some of you don't have every Magic card version memorized. I need to, I don't know, teach all of you how to memorize all the cards. Thank you, Connor. So Scalding Tarn gets correct here on Luis' first turn. There's that Grafdigger's Cage again. So we'll see how this works out. Matthew chose not to take the cage when we were resolving that duress. Now the cage is on the battlefield. It is obviously disruptive to some extent. We were talking about that during the previous game. Gaia's Will allows the Storm players to cast cards from their graveyard, and that won't be an option with cage on the battlefield. So now Cabal Therapy. AP with a question: should Grafdigger's Cage be on the watch list? I don't know. Somebody check the watch list. Let us know.
Days?
So Daze is the choice. Double Daze discarded. Mishra's Bauble, Ponder, Volcanic Island are in hand. Pretty weak hand at the moment for Luis now. But that Grafdigger's Cage is on the board. This is going to be interesting. Game 3. Ponder. Yeah, Dom V calling for a ban of Cage. Maybe make a Reddit post, Dom. All right, Ponder shuffle. Yeah, there are other ways. This Grafdigger's Cage isn't game winning or anything, but it's disruptive. Mishra's Bauble takes a look. All right, Meltdown, Stone Rains Matthew here blows up that Vault of Whispers. Wishclaw Talisman. Okay, Wasteland hits the city. Cuts off 2 mana from Matthew. Not bad. Talisman has 3 counters on it still. It hasn't been activated yet. Thoughtseize reveals Force Polluted Delta. So Luis completely out of non-land cards at the moment after that Thoughtseize. Well, could have drawn one now, but prior to draw step. Polluted Delta gets cracked here. Interesting. Thundering Fall, Surveil. With the Talisman on the board and only 1 card in hand, Luis might be feeling a bit anxious at the moment. Worried that Matthew has a game-winning hand. Plays a Lotus Petal. that is a shiny swamp. Talisman getting activated. So we'll move with 2 counters over to Luis's side. Matthew's going to take a look through the deck and find something to use here. Usually, when the Talisman gets activated, they look for some game-winning card. Missing piece of the puzzle.
Yeah.
Dark Ritual. Necro Dominance. Okay. Okay. Zabug Bug wondering, is this live? Are we live right now? Are you watching this later on YouTube? Or are you live? Or are we live? I don't know what's happening.
5, 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I'll just go 2 cards and write it down first. Yeah.
Okay, some people are watching this later on YouTube. Interesting. Okay, double Infernal Tutor are discarded to hand size and then exiled. Yeah, this event happens in 5 days. It hasn't happened yet. Okay, Corey Steel Cutter. I think that's the first time that hit the board in this match. Then a Dragon's Rage Channeler. We're going to make a Monk and attack with it.
Do you clear?
Yes. Sorcery instant land.
Okay, Luis has Delirium. Kind of funny, but Candy Trail is like one of the least threatening spells in Legacy that you'll see. Plays a huge role in this Storm deck, though. Or a small role.
And then it also does that. Like, you will
Matthew thinking this through. At 10 life. Knows we have Delirium. Graveyard getting taken out of order is a major infraction, as most of you know. Sacking the Candy Trail to gain 3 life. Draw a card. It's a food and a clue, all in one. You can look for it with Urza's Saga. Pretty neat. Yeah, the Candy Trail should be exiled. Another infraction. Okay, moving to the end step. Necrodominance will draw 3 cards. Max hand size is 5. So we might see something get discarded here. I'm not sure what the hand count is at the moment.
had the mulligan this time.
Luis might be catching a break here. Necro dominance on the board, and I think Matthew was hoping to go off this turn. It's possible that we can Wish Claw for a bolt and win. Well, what does the math look like on that? 3, 6, 9? We'll see.
It's just like, if you're not going to do it in the beginning of the turn. Not the
Okay, activating the Wish Claw. You usually don't want to give the Storm player back their Wish Claw, but Luis might be looking for something to win the game here. Could also, potentially, if they drew a land, look for a Meltdown or something. I don't think that'll be it, though. Wait, is a Bolt lethal? Am I miscounting here? Ooh, no rod. That's pretty good. Well, that's pretty good.
Combat.
Yep.
6. Go ahead.
That's a good reason to activate your opponent's Wish Claw Talisman. Well, it's not looking great for Matthew at the moment, TBH. At 4 life, Luis has 5 power on the board. That Grafdigger's Cage is getting in the way a bit. And the Null Rod is just really bad news.
Good news, man.
That is the match. Luis gets it. GG's. Well played. Cutter gets the match. Wow.